Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Morris, and I'm here today to talk to you about Battle of the Books for third grade. So let's go ahead and get started. So, what is the Battle of the Books, you might be asking? Since you are third graders, this is your first opportunity to participate in this. So, that's super exciting. So, the Battle of the Books is a friendly reading competition. So, your job would be to read as many of the books that you can through the school year. And in May, each class will form a team of 3 students, and there will also be a 4th student that will be an alternate. And this student would participate if one of the 3 people on the team were to get sick. But they still practice with the team and act like a part of the team as far as preparing for the battle. So they will battle it out against the other third grade classes to see who will become the Battle of the Books champion. So how do you make this team, you might ask? Well, you will have to take a quiz that determines who is on the team. So the first person that has the highest score, that is the first to turn in their exam with the highest score, they get to be the captain of the team. The next 2 people with the highest scores in the order that they were turned in would be just regular team members. And then the alternate would have the 4th highest score and would participate in the actual battle only if somebody is absent. But everybody else, if you take the quiz and you're not one of the 4 top scores, then you get a high five and the pleasure of watching the battle in front of all of third grade. So a quiz. Yes, I did say a quiz. But this quiz is different. It's not like multiple choice or short answer. All the questions are straight out of the book. So we have different quotes from the book, and they are written and mixed up, and you will either have to tell the title of the book or the author of the book. Okay, so they'll say a quote and you tell us either which book it was that you can find this quote in, or who the author was that wrote that quote. So what are the books for this event? Well, these books have been hand selected by librarians in our school district. So I'm going to read you just a little bit about each book. That way you kind of know what you're going to be reading about, but you want to read as many of them as you can. That way you can recognize quotes from the book. There's lots of clues within the quotes that let you know who or what the book was about, that, really tell you what the book is. So, The One and Only Ivan, which is actually one of Mrs. Morris's favorite books of all time, and they're actually coming out with a sequel pretty soon. So, if you like this book, stay tuned in March. There's a new book coming out. So, The One and Only Ivan. This is a stirring and unforgettable novel from the renowned author Katherine Applegate, and it celebrates the transformative power of unexpected friendships inspired by the true story of a captive. The Buddy Files, the case of the lost boy. King has a very big mystery to solve. His family is missing, and he has been put in the POUND. Why doesn't his beloved human Kayla come to get him? When King is adopted by Connor and his mom, things get more confusing. The new family calls him Buddy. Next book, The Misadventures of Salem Hyde, Spelling Trouble. Salem Hyde isn't like other kids. For one thing, she's stubborn, independent, and impulsive. For another, she's a witch. Salem acts first and thinks later, which means most of her thinking involves coming up with excuses. Good thing she's been assigned an animal companion. Lord Percival James Whamford III. This over-anxious cat doesn't like Salem calling him Whammy, and Salem doesn't like listening to his long-winded explanation as to why she shouldn't do something. Like enter the class spelling bee. Salem knows she can beat all her classmates at spells, no problem. But too late. She realizes the competition is about spelling words and not magic, and there's nothing like a misspelled spell to cause all kinds of havoc. And the next book is The Chicken Squad. When Squirrel comes barreling into the chicken coop, the chicks know they're about to get a case. But his poor knowledge of shapes, big is not a shape squirrel, and utter fear of whatever it is that is out there The panicky squirrel is no help. Good thing these chicks are professionals. But even professionals get worried, especially once they see that round, shiny, green big thing in the yard. What if it's a UFO full of aliens who want chickens as pets? Or worse, dinner. It's up to the chicken squad to crack a case that might be out of this world. The next one is the Lemonade War. Evan and his sister Jessie usually get along just fine until he finds out that she's skipping third grade. That means she'll be in his fourth grade class next year, showing him up every day with her perfect grades. Now Evan doesn't want her help at his lemonade stand, even though he could really use her math skills to make a profit. Next is the Vanishing Coin. And one cool thing about this book is it actually includes some magic tricks inside, and it shows you how to do them. So I think it's pretty neat. You'll learn some magic tricks as well as read one of the books that counts for the battle. Fourth grade was supposed to start out fresh, but Mike's already back in the principal's office. He's not a bad kid. He just can't sit still. And now his parents won't let him play soccer anymore. Instead, he has to hang out with his new neighbor, Nora, who's good at everything. Sophie Simon solves them all. For a third grader, Sophie Simon is one smart cookie. She enjoys teaching herself advanced calculus and has performed successful heart surgery on an earthworm. She's also very clever when it comes to dealing with her clueless parents, but Sophie is no genius when it comes to calculating the high value of friendship, until, that is, she has to use her incredible IQ to help out some classmates with their own parental troubles. Nathaniel Flood, Beastologist, Flight of the Phoenix. So this is the first book in a series, and we actually have some of the other books if you enjoy reading this one. Nathaniel Flood's life has taken a turn for the worst. With his parents lost at sea, he lands on the doorstep of a distant cousin, the world's last remaining beastologist. Soon Nate is whisked off to Arabia, where the world's only phoenix prepares to lay its new egg. When disaster strikes, Nate quickly finds himself all alone. Will he be able to see the phoenix safely hatched, keep his accidental pet gremlin out of trouble, and rescue his guardian from the Bedouin? If he fails, nothing will stand between the world's mythical creatures and extinction. Mathlete versus Athlete. Owen Evans lights up scoreboards. His brother Russell rocks the school boards. These twin brothers couldn't be more different. They've long kept the peace by going their separate ways, but all that is about to change. The new basketball coach recruits Russell for the 7th grade team, and a jealous Owen has to fight to stay in the game. When someone tries to steal Russell's spot as the captain of the Mathlete team, will the two be able to put aside their differences in order to save his position? Or will they be sidelined? Next one is Quinny and Hopper. Quinny has a lot to say. Hopper gets to the point. Quinny has one speed, very, very extra, very fast. Hopper proceeds with caution. Quinny has big ideas. Hopper has smart solutions. Quinny and Hopper couldn't be more different. They are an unstoppable team. But when summer ends, things suddenly aren't as they seem. Can Quinny and Hopper stick together in the face of stylish bullies, a killer chicken, and the brand new 3rd grade rules? Especially the one that says they aren't allowed to be friends anymore. The next book is Separate is Never Equal. Almost 10 years before Brown versus the Board of Education, Sylvia Mendez and her parents helped end school segregation in California. An American citizen of Mexican and Puerto Rican heritage who spoke and wrote perfect English, Mendez is denied enrollment to a whites-only school. Her parents took action by organizing the Hispanic community and filing a lawsuit in the federal district court. Their success eventually brought an end to the era of segregated education in California. And last, we have Melvin Biederman, Superhero, The Curse of the Bologna Sandwich. Bad guys tremble at the sound of his name. Melvin loves fighting crime in Los Angeles until the McNasty brothers, the baddest guys of all, start robbing banks. and Melvin's superpowers mysteriously disappear. Enter Candace, a third-grade actress with some surprising new talents. Once they team up, nothing can beat these partners in uncrime. Nothing but baloney, that is. So, the Battle of the Books journal, you will get a journal given to you that you can use just like last year we did one for our Bluebonnet books, but it will help you keep track of the books that you're reading. Okay, so after Bluebonnet voting is done, I'm going to start to keep track of how many books that you have been reading in the library. So keep up with your journals so I know that you are reading. Also, when it comes time for practicing, if you make the team, those journals can be very helpful because there's a part for keywords. And so keywords are things that clue you in that it's about that specific book. So that will be very important to you as a studying tool when you're preparing for the battle. So happy reading, everybody. I included this picture. This is my 4th grade winning team. And when you get to 4th grade, you have the chance to win, if your team wins, to go on and compete at a district level competition. So this was my winning team from when I taught 4th grade, and they went on to the district battle. So it was very exciting. So I look forward to seeing all of your teams at the battle and see who is going to be the winner of our campus Battle of the Books. See you guys later.